This is the Cobra MX5604SPB, which is a 22-inch cut or 56 centimetre wide rotary mower with a Briggs Stratton engine. It's a really powerful piece of kit, ideal for large lawns. This makes an amazing job. And what we're going to do is take it out of the box. I'm going to show you how to assemble it, fuel it up and get it ready for mowing your lawn. So here we have it, the whole kit and caboodle here. We've got the actual mower, powerful engine on there. So it's a really strong engine that you've got to power the mower. We've got all the attachments there, the nuts and the bolts to put the handlebar assembly together. We've got the side discharge chute that I'll show you how to fit later on. It even comes with oil. And then you've got the all-important engine and mower manual, so refer to that if you need any information. And the grass collection bag, which we'll start with because that just needs a little bit of minor assembly. So what I'm going to do is just turn it over and show you how it goes. We've got these little flaps here that just hook around the framework. So it's just a case of they're soft, sort of rubbery plastic. So we just tease them gently over there. I always say if it's cold, just sort of maneuver them a few times to soften the plastic. And that one goes from the underneath and then doubles back on itself like that. Just work that one down. It's just a little bit cold today, so it just needs a little bit of manipulation. And there it is. So that's on there now, won't come off. And there we've got it. The handle's already fitted, so that's ready for use. So I'm going to pop that just underneath there until we need it, and then I can show you how we're going to put on the handlebar. So this basically is how it comes packaged in the box. So it's folded over. So what we need to do is just carefully lift that over like so and just get that into position. And we do it so that the cables are on the inside like that. And what we do with this, we take one of the bolts, and you've got various holes so you can adjust the position, but we put the bolt on the outside, put it through a hole there, and then we take one of these like that, and we just pop that onto there and spin that round and tighten that on. I'm just going to semi-tighten it for now, and that holds into there. And then what I'll do is put this one on just here. You can do it on your own if you've got two people, might make it a little bit easier, but it is perfectly possible to do it on your own. We'll tighten that one there, and then what we can do is we can then decide how we want to adjust it. It's basically, you can adjust it for how tall you are. So if you went to that one, you're a bit taller. If you're not so tall like me, I'm going to go for a slightly lower one. Pop that into there like that. And that on there, and then we can tighten those up fully so that it's nice and firm. And the final one here is just to put that into there, give it a bit of a wiggle, make sure that that fits in correctly there, and tighten that up. So literally it takes just a couple of minutes. Right, one of the things we need to do is to connect these two cables to these two levers, and these are both needed to operate the mower, and we'll look at those in a minute when we start it. So what I'm just going to do is cut off this cable tie here, okay, and then we've got one cable on the top, one cable on the bottom. The bottom cable goes in this one. To connect it, we just simply pull it out of its housing. It just goes into a hole, and then we can loop that into there like that. And then once we've got that, we can put that back into the hole there. So now we've got some tension on that one when I pull that lever in. And we do exactly the same with the one just here. So what we do is just pull that out. That allows us to feed that through the hole and then just put it tight and spring back in. So again, we've now got some tension on that one there. So they're now all connected. The other thing we can do with our cables is just to tidy them up a little bit. So as you can see, everything is sort of joined together here. So what I'm just going to do is just get a little pair of snips and just cut that cable tie there we've got 3 cables going that way, and this one is here, and they've already got the cable clips on the bar, so they just clip off, just push them off like that, and we can put that one back on like that. And then these 3 here, if we just again take that one off, just give it a pull, and then we can get the 3 cables together and feed them into it like so. So there's 3 gaps there where they will fit in, and we can sort of make sure they're in the right place when they're on. Just clip that on like that, and that just holds them neatly together there and stops them hanging out all over the place. So that's essentially it for there. What we need to do then is to get some petrol and oil in it, and then we can show you how you can use it for mowing. Fueling is very simple, so we've got oil and petrol that we need to put in there. So we can take off the oil dipstick. You might find just a little bit of oil on the bottom. These will have been factory tested, but it will have been drained. And the amount of oil that we need in this one is 600 millilitres, 0.6 of a litre, which is the same amount as in the bottle that is supplied. So we can just carefully pour that into the filler tank like that. So all of that has got to go in. Okay, so that is in there, and we're just going to let that settle a minute and we'll tip it. Just bear in mind, not all engines need it, so always check with the manual to make sure. So we're just going to leave that for a second so we can just then check it. And then the fuel goes in here. So this is petrol. Always use fresh petrol. Don't use any that you've had in the can in the garage for a year or so. It needs to be nice and fresh so that it performs really well in the engine. I'm not going to fill it up, I'm just going to put enough in there so I can start the engine and show you how it all works. Okay, any drips we can wipe off, and then we just need to put the dipstick in there. Just check that, take it out again, and we can see there that it's to the second hole up the dipstick there, that little hatched area, so that is at the perfect level. What we can do now is lift it down onto the ground, and then I'm going to show you the starting procedure. So this mower is what we know as a 4-in-1. It's got 4 different ways of dealing with the grass when you've cut it. So the traditional way, which most people use, is probably with the grass collection box. We've also got a mulcher, we've got a side discharge, which I'll show you, or you can just have the flap partly open so it just throws it out the back as well. So you'll notice when you've got all your bits and bobs, there are 2 plastic lugs like that in with the bolts and all the other little bits and bobs. Do not throw those away, they are really important. If I lift the flap like that, we can see that just here there's 2 holes, and they literally just sit in those and just push down into those like that. So one there and one there. So now when we put that flap down, it doesn't go completely down. There's always a little gap there, so when we are mowing without the mulch plug or the collection box, grass clippings will go out there and won't clog up. So that's if you're doing a bit of rough mowing. If you want to use the mulching plug, which is in the back here, so that is in there, and to get it out we have to give it a really good squeeze, and that releases it. It locks in with that into that hole there. That is for ordinary mowing, or if we have got the grass collection box on, we would take the mulch plug out. But if we want to put the mulch plug in, what happens is we slide that in, locks into place, put that down. Essentially that stops the grass coming out the back of the mower. So it just chops it underneath the mower with the blade, chops it really finely, blows it down into the cover of the lawn. Works really well. You don't get any grass left on the surface as long as you mow little and often. That is the secret. If you mow not too short, little and often, you will get a really lovely green finish to the lawn. If you don't want to do that, then what we can do is we can take this out, just hold that up, just give that a squeeze, take that out. We can then get our grass collection box, which just sits there like that. So now there's nothing to obstruct the flow of the grass. So it blows it out into here, and on the side it's got a little flap that goes up and down when the engine's running. That lifts up and down, flaps like that. That tells us that we've got a good flow of air going through. All the grass has been pushed into this box. If it stops flapping, it means it's either clogged up because the grass is wet, or this is full and it's time to empty it. So that's your third mode of mowing. And then the fourth mode is this one. This is a side discharge. So to use that, we will take off the grass box, we put back into there our mulch plug, so that goes back into place. And then round this side of the mower, we have this flap that lifts here. There's a little button underneath there. Push the button, that lifts up, it's spring loaded, and then we hook that into there, and that holds that down into position. So what happens now, instead of the grass going out the back of the machine, it's thrown out the side. This is ideal if you're mowing taller grass, rough areas or a little orchard, and you don't want to collect it, you don't want to mulch it, you just want it to be thrown out the side. So that's the ideal position to use that in. So take that out, just hooks off, and that goes back down. So you've got 4 different ways that you can use this mower. This is the height of cut lever here. So we can raise the height of cut there, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different heights of cut. So from very low to very high and everywhere in between. My tip would be never mow too close, you'll keep a nice green lawn that way. So before we can start it, this is a recoil start. We need to pull that out. So if we pull this lever in here, we can then just pull that up slowly and just wrap it around into there like that. So we've now got it at hand level like that. And then we've got the controls here, really simple controls. So we've got the 2 levers, this one here and this one here. So this one is the one that basically we have to pull back to start the mower. And as soon as we release that, the mower will stop. So unless that is fully back, we cannot use this mower. When we've got the engine started, we push that one forward, and then that engages it and it moves forward. And then to stop, we just release everything. It's as simple as that. The controls here, this is a 4-speed, so you can control how fast it goes. So if you're doing quite sort of intricate areas around beds or round curves, you can put it in 1. But if you want to go faster on large areas, you can go up to 4. So you've got the control of the speed to suit how fast you want to walk. And then here we've got the throttle there. So when we're mowing, we need it on maximum, and that is obviously a slow tick over. So to start it, we're going to go on to maximum. We pull back this front lever and then we pull this. Now bear in mind that your mower is new. It may take a couple of pulls to get the fuel through, but normally they go really, really quickly. So let's give this a pull. We'll just put that down into a slower speed. This lever in and away we go. And there you go, just release, it stops instantly. A really strong mower, a great mower for medium to large lawns, makes a really good cut. It's very versatile in the way that you can mow, and it will make a real pleasure out of mowing your lawn.
Remember to register your Cobra online at cobragarden.co.uk. Always have your Cobra serviced regularly. Check the website for your nearest dealer.